everything you're going to get is very different. I can be a world champion here, go back, come like land on a plane to England, and nobody knows who the hell I am. Nobody cares. Nobody like England's obviously is very competitive, but we don't, unless it's football or a few other sports, we don't get behind it in the same way.
Yeah.
So for us, sponsorships are very difficult, and I say us, even for myself, and I've built an amazing brand, and now I'm in the UFC at that, so my brand is being backed by the monster in this sport, in this game, and still people are kind of like, oh yeah, but it's MMA. Oh, MMA is still, it's still, there's still a bit of an air around. Oh, it's a bit too brutal for us.
Michael, what you say? Let's go move to Japan, bro.
Yeah, Nate, tell me about it.
Seriously. Few years out there.
Seriously.
Make a couple meals.
And legit, it makes such a difference based on where you come from as well, unfortunately. And then you got the likes of like a Conor McGregor. Now, if Conor McGregor, I'm not taking anything away from him because I actually think he's very talented. If Conor McGregor was from London, he's not getting the same back end. He's not as big as he is, doing all the same thing. I don't think he's as big as he is. People will get behind him and love him. If he's got to talk, yeah, he's still going to get people that are going to like him in the same way, but he's not going to be as big as he is, just being from over here. Because people just over here just don't back you. But the Irish now, oh damn,
different ball game.
Oh, they I was there when he fought Mayweather. People, and I'm talking thousands of Irish fans, traveled to Vegas and didn't go to the fight. They just wanted to be in the atmosphere. Oh. So they went to the weigh-ins, and it was insane. And the next day, I'm thinking it's going to be the same thing. And I'm like, where the hell are all the Irish gone? But they're like, I can't afford a ticket, but we're going to be in Vegas. All the bars outside are packed full of McGregor fans. That's like a country that supports you in that way is very different and can help individuals on their journey up. Because one thing that these organizations care about most is how much you're going to be selling for me. So I don't care how good a fighter you are. I don't care to give you the belt, even if you're beating everybody. But this guy, he makes noise, which is why I try to market myself and brand myself as much as I could. But you can only really do so much. But
so what do you think Anthony Joshua does differently that, sometimes the whole nation feels like they're behind him? Is it the sport is very different and
sport's
British boxing is very different?
The sport is very different. So again, it's we've had so many more years with boxing. People accept boxing over the MMA. And it's little things as some people are like, oh yeah, but you guys fight in the cage. But people don't understand that the cage is there for safety. If we had a ring, it could injure you because we're getting takedowns and stuff. Someone could land on their neck, or you could actually injure yourself. So the cage is for the safety of the fighters. But again, it's just the appeal of a cage. And the fact that you can get cut and have to continue fighting, whereas in boxing, even if your nose is bleeding, they have to clean it up. But again, it's just it looks different. It looks a bit more. So I understand it to a degree, and the next generation, they're the ones that's gonna be like, oh no, we back these guys. Those are the guys that when they're like business owners when they're older. I was raised watching these guys 100%. I get it. I understand the sport, but the other guys, the guys out there now that are making decisions in a lot of these companies, they're not for it at all. But they'll watch boxing. One, they don't necessarily understand MMA. It's a young man's game. I don't understand that stuff. Or they might they only know one or two people from there. And yeah, they're not looking to back it.
How different is UFC MMA fights in mixed martial arts for the UK and America?
I think sporting in general is just different in America. And the reason I say that is because I go back and forth quite a lot. Every area that you're in has a college team that everybody knows about, and then they have the country's football team, basketball team, hockey team, this that, and everyone down to people that don't care about the sport know about the sport because the sport is on just rotation on TVs. Every TV is a sporting channel, talking sports. So there was a girl that I was talking to out there, and because there was a parade of people going. I was like, oh, like what team is this? He's like, oh, it's our college team. There's a guy there that's doing this, and she basically broke down everything. And I was like, oh, so you watch the sport? She's like, no. I was like, what do you mean no? You just told me everything about the sport.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, but everybody knows that. So it's just ingrained in them. Like I remember going over. We went play bowling on TV. They had bowling on the screens, playing on ESPN. And I was looking over. I was like, oh, that's quite cool. They got bowling on ESPN, and then I carried on bowling. It was cracking jokes, and I kept flicking, looking at the screen, and then I was like, man, that guy looks like he's like 12 years old. And then I was like, oh, that guy looks like, wait, what is this? It was kids bowling on ESPN.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? Like you wouldn't get to see that in over here. We barely see our biggest sports kids on TV, let alone, which is why I say the Americans just do sport and seem to do a lot of things marketing wise, just bigger and better. Like I said, our biggest sport being the football, you don't know when the kids are, where they have draft picks and it's a big thing. Everyone sits down watching TV. Who's this college kid that's going to be going to what team? What team is he going to go to? LeBron's child just came out, and what team is he going to go to? Oh, he's going playing Lakers with his dad. Everyone loves that stuff, and they're sitting down watching a whole show of just kids standing up and walking on stage and like, oh, I've signed to this team and I've signed to that. Sorry, what? We don't have any of that. So that's on our biggest sport, let alone the sport that nobody really cares about.
Wow. Wow. And do you think that gives the Americans a lot more advantage going into the future, that, how strong UK is in terms of the sports sort of categories out there, in terms of how competitive we will be against the other countries?
Well, you see it I feel, don't get me wrong, we still have a talented nation. And we always are reminded of it during the Olympics. But then I find after every single Olympics, the UK's got all these different protocols that they've now implement in schools and stuff. We need to start to develop our and it lasts a year, and then they're like, so it's all done now, or the funding didn't go well, or whatever it is they want, whatever excuse, or they're going to move their money to something else. And I remember this from being in school to after school and just hearing about it with my younger siblings, and the same thing happening. Every single Olympics, there was always money to be had for sporting in the curriculum, and then just dies out. So again, everyone gets excited for the Olympics because it's like, oh, well, we didn't get enough trophies and we should have got more trophies and this and that. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, the trophies that we do get come from the kids that were all private schooled. We don't. I don't remember ever having access to a horse to ride a horse and go do any of that. Or tennis. I actually remember my mum's friend. Her daughter was playing tennis at private school, and a private club. Sorry, obviously very expensive. My mum could never afford that. They did this thing where you could bring your friend in, and she asked me to come with her. I smashed all the kids. I was 9, I think, 8 or 9. I smashed all the kids my age, and the guy there was like, he put me against some of the kids that were older. I smashed all of them. No technique, no nothing. I just coordinated, and I'm just like fast and just on it in game. Smashed all of them. So he was like, I want to train you. I want you to come and train. I spoke to my mum. My mum's like, can't afford this. He's like, don't worry about it. Come for free. I just want to train him. No problem. That guy, I think I was there for about just under a year, but that guy left and went to somewhere else, wherever. The new coach that came in realized that I wasn't paying. I was like, yeah, he can't stay here. And again, he liked me as well. He's like, oh, he's really good, but he's like, hey, he can't stay here. Money. Wow. So it's like, okay, cool. But this is what I'm trying to say. We have so much talent, but it's not in a position where it's being developed outside of private school. And so that's only where our medals are coming from, when there's so many more talented kids out there.
You spoke about the Olympics, and a big controversial topic came up in the boxing category, where that woman beat up the other
Mm-hmm.
fighter, and then after people started online bullying and said, "Oh, she was a guy,"
Mm-hmm.
and I think she just had natural male testosterone in her
Mm-hmm.
body, and I mean, that could lead somebody to want to kill themselves. You know what I mean? Like when the whole world's eyes on you and hating on you for winning.
I'm not gonna lie. When it first came out, the article I read was trans woman beats woman in boxing, blah blah blah. And I was online. I said, I hate hearing this stuff. This stuff needs to stop. Everyone's like back in, yeah, this is disgusting. Yeah, man, what the hell's going on? Da, da, da. Then I read another article. Someone was like, oh no, she's a woman, because there was a big debate, and I was like, no, it came out that she's actually a woman, and I was like, sorry, what? So why did they post trans woman? And we were having debates about it, and I was like, I feel so bad. I was cussing more just because of the actual title of what was said, and that's what it was initially. But I've got my own viewpoint on that anyway, and I just hate because it's happened in MMA as well, and I was disgusted, and it was actually a man, a biological man, fighting a biological woman. So I already have my opinions on that anyway, and I was just like, I'm just tired of seeing this crap now. Then it came out she's a woman. I felt bad, man. I was like, can you imagine being a woman and getting that kind of uh, aggro or energy, that hateful energy online, and for being a woman, the woman that you are, like, so yeah, I apologize to that lady. So, and just I think she won it as well.
Yeah.
And people, I think it's okay to, and which a lot of people seem to shy away from. It's okay to make a mistake and just apologize for it and go back and support that same person. Just be like, oh man, wish you all the best, because it is what it is. Some people do just have natural gifts for whatever reason, and as it's not somebody manipulating the system to do so. You're naturally gifted as a woman. So I think Semenya as well. She was a runner. She had the same thing. Like whatever this thing is that gives her a bit more testosterone, and she was winning a lot. But I think she got banned,
Yeah.
and the fact that that has never been rectified, in my opinion. I don't think anyone's gone back and done anything about that. I think that should happen as well, because once you find out the facts of it, it's like,
Yeah.
cool, we're wrong. Let's keep going.
Yes.
Do your thing. So,
is
yeah.
it okay for a man to transition into a woman and then fight in a woman's UFC
No, in my
league?
opinion, no. It like we, I, I don't care to debate what people feel personally, because I'll know that the personal issue is very different. Very different. However you feel is how you feel, and if you truly have belief in it, that's fine. But biologically speaking and scientifically speaking, men have natural advantages by way of strength, uh, uh, bone density, structure, this, that. That there are certain things that you can chop and do whatever you want to do because you feel a certain way. That's fine, but then you can't. I just feel like if we just need to live in reality, if everybody lives in reality, it's like, no, cool, this is how I feel, so I'm choosing to do that. But I get that I'm not that. That's fine. We live in reality. There's no issues. There's no arguments anywhere. But it's when we try, everyone just kind of keeps pushing the boundaries, try to get more this, get more that. For whatever reason, there just seems to be every time a movement's created, and I'm talking every single movement from what I've looked into. Anytime a movement is created, the initial movement is there for a valid reason. It's usually because they're being hated or there's something going on, and they come together. We need to stop this. Then they stop it, and then it's like, well, what else can we do? Because we've got the microphone now. Let's 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 ask for this. Let's ask for it, and then they just go too far. And like I said, every single movement.
Because you are right. Anyone who goes through male puberty are about 60% stronger than the other.
Scientifically speaking, I'm
You know what
not
I mean?
talking about anything
And
else.
that's dangerous because
Mhm.
that can lead to things like manslaughter. Really?
100%. And
You know
that's
what I mean?
we literally spoke about this yesterday, and we were talking about anybody that takes steroids or takes any performance enhancements in order to do what they're doing. You deserve a ban for life, and if any damage is caused, you can go to prison. You should be able to go to prison.
Mm,
um so technically it works the same regardless of what you're calling it now. It's
yeah.
still the same thing. There's an advantage that you have that you're aware of, and you're trying to cross in and hurt
Hmm.
people that are less advantaged, that don't have these advantages. So yeah,
Hmm.
if it's a natural gift, you've been blessed, fine. If it's not a natural gift, then I'm sorry, you just aim that somewhere else.
Hmm. I think I saw a face off the other day and it was like a transgender sort of looking category. And it was this female, but she was very big
Mm-hmm.
and she looked like, she was a man at one stage. And the other opponent, literally, they were done a face off and he grabbed this now woman's face and just kissed her. And then she was like, get off me. And she was like, really like hurt by it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, if that really happened to a biological sort of woman, it would have been like, you cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
And because she was like trans, it was like the other opponent felt like they could sort of take advantage over that. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't seen that at all, so I couldn't really comment on that. So unless I see it, it's
Yeah.
difficult to comment on. So uh,
Let's get back to UFC.
mm,
You've just had a fight with Kevin Holland. Talk to me about that fight. We touched on it earlier.
mhm.
I think everybody wants to find out what was going through your mind going up against such an amazing opponent.
Just number one key for me, enjoyment. You have to enjoy what you do. We work too hard to keep working hard. Like there has to be a certain point where you actually are enjoying and what you do.
How do you enjoy it? It's got thousands of people looking at you. You're in this cage. You're alone. This guy's gonna kick your head off. Like, how do you enjoy that?
You have to just enjoy the sport. Like in all honesty, I would say don't come into this sport if it's not if it's like, oh, I want finance, or I want fame, or I want, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You have to just enjoy it. Everyone says we're a little bit crazy, a little bit psycho, and I'm sure there's a part of us that is. My experience of it slightly differs because I've been doing it so long, so I don't even see it as violence. I see it as a game. And it's just me playing a game, and I enjoy that game. Look at it like this. Uh, I'm a bit of a Call of Duty fan, so I like to play on the PlayStation. And technically, what you're playing is violent. You're shooting people, and these are you. I get to hear these people, like they are people from all over the world. But it's a game, so this is how I see it. Um,
Mm,
I can almost cartoon this world that people deem as violent
mm,
and play the game and just enjoy that. And that's the state of mind that I enjoy being in. Um, and yeah, so when I go into, it doesn't matter about all of this. It's just a game. It's just a facade. It's
mm.
just the part, that just this all of this stuff just tells me I'm about to play the game, and now I'm
Yeah.
even more excited.
Wow.
So then I get in there, and I'm eager because I know what I can do, and I've been getting a lot of doubt in my abilities just for being on Bellator and doing what I was doing, but in Bellator and not in the UFC. So, like I said, there's a big question mark over my head. Can I do it to a top level UFC fighter? And I was just excited because I'm about to show everybody exactly what I can do. Um, so yeah, I was pumped. The only thing I was like disappointed in that was not finishing him. I felt like I could finish him, even though I don't think he's ever been finished. I just feel like I could do it. Um, again, it's a game to just challenge myself. Like, I reckon I can get that guy. But yeah, everything else went according to plan.
How do you not have respect for a guy that you have respect for?
So I'm gonna to make it to say it plain and simply. Michael Page has respect for him. MVP don't give a shit who he is, and we spoke about those two. And I think because I'm able to compartmentalize and do that, it makes it 10 times easier, because it is difficult to have respect. And I actually, in all honesty, speaking to Kevin Holland, I feel like Kevin Holland only has Kevin Holland, and he admitted that he had respect for me, and he's seen me for years, and I feel like that plays a role, because again, although he was like eager, yeah, like, I'll be the guy to fight him. While it's happening, he's like, damn, this guy is that guy. Like, I was unsure before, but I'm punching and I'm missing, and he was there, and I'm doing this, and I tried to choke it, and I'm missing, and he's getting up. So now things are just like, oh man, all the stuff that I've seen is, I get it now. And I think that's what made it 10 times harder for him to go back. He's just getting, you saw it, the way he kind of got like flustered towards the end, like almost like a kid throwing a strop.
Yeah.
Just because he was like, man, this is annoying.
He was frustrated.
But again, he's just being more and more demoralized as the fight's going on. Yeah. So
is that a tactic in your head? You want to frustrate him?
Oh yeah. It's not just him. I want to frustrate everybody. Because if I'm frustrating you, it also means that it also shows the difference in quality, the difference in our abilities. I believe I'm the best in the world. So when I'm seeing somebody that is also believes he's the best in the world getting more of it, it means that I'm the better guy. So yeah, I always say I love to see that demoralized face before I even go for a finish. Like, I prefer, I'm sure, like, if I finish a fight quickly, fine. But I'd prefer to see that face first. And that means you have to spend a little bit of time with me. I want you to throw that shot and be like, okay, yeah, you're lucky. Throw that shot, like, oh, okay, no, he's quite quick. Throw that shot and be like, no, damn, and get to the point where he's like, oh, this guy's just better than me. Like, a lot. I enjoy that.
Very awkward style.
Yeah. Very, very.
You can't read your rhythm. It's like you're just bouncing, and it's like, make the mistake. I'm gonna pounce on you. That's what I just read from you, bro. And then the strike comes, the overhead comes, the kick comes out of nowhere, bruv. Do you know what? It's just so exciting seeing you, because you're such a counter. Sort of, you're waiting for them. You're leading them into your trap, and you're going, I'm just gonna sense it. You know what I'm saying? Is that how you feel?
Obviously, we drill things over and over and over and over again. But once I've got it in my locker, I express it differently. So, I could train a jab, bam, bam, a million times from this position. And then you give me the freedom. And I'm like, I'm moving my arms around like this. And I play with the angles and I play with this. And then I still snap from that same position. But it might look differently. My thing is, and I always say the same thing, everybody's training, if you've got a good coach, good team, everybody's training roughly the same. Everybody sees it roughly the same. So when I change my body language and I throw like this and I change, you've never seen that before. It's the first time you've experienced it. So it's very hard. My mind, I'm just such a creative mind. It doesn't switch off. I'm always just on the go for loads of different things. And I just add that creative element to combat sports, and it becomes me.
When I see a fighter really trying hard and trying to, is the best, etc., you say that they're an all-round fighter. How much of an all-round fighter do you need to be in UFC? Because when I do watch you, I kind of feel that you don't like fighting on the ground. Or it looks that way, or you try to avoid that way. I don't know, but maybe I don't know enough about the sport.
No.
You're a great striker. You're a great counter. But when it comes to the floor, it just feels like, is that something you like? You don't like?
See, it's interesting because I obviously I get why you'd have that perception. I get why so many people would have exactly the same perception. Weirdly enough, I love jiu-jitsu, love wrestling. I find that it's such a fun thing. Like, and I actually feel like that's something that I will keep doing even if I stop MMA because I enjoy it so much. It's just not my best asset. I can like, and I've grappled with some of the best. I wrestled with some of the best. I can do it. Obviously, these guys are going to be better than me. They've been doing it at the same time I've been doing the kickboxing. They've been doing that. So they're better than me, but I enjoy it. Like, I love it. I love like the figuring out the puzzle. It's just not my best asset. And I feel like so many people can be, especially in such an ego-driven sport, lead with their ego. And they're like, I'm going to prove to everybody that I can do this thing. I don't care. This is my job. And I'm going to go to the best area of my job. The only time you're going to see me doing the other stuff is if that guy's able to force me into it.
Yeah.
And you saw, again, against Kevin Holland, when he's got me to a certain position, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to use my attributes that I had to use to try and get out of that.
How did you get out of it? Because it just felt like he locked you, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
he wasn't in position properly.
Right.
He wasn't behind me, so to speak. So he was kind of here, but I was on my side. You have to get right behind, in order to kind of sink a lot of the chokes in. And if you didn't know, if you look at my latest fight, I'm very difficult to choke. Everyone, I always say in jiu-jitsu, everyone's got a superpower.
Yeah.
There's some people that are like mad flexible arms. You try and armbar them, it's not happening. You can do whatever the hell you want, it's not happening. There's some guys like bendy feet. You try to like, everyone's got their thing. Just based on our attributes as men and women. And for me, I don't know what it is, but I'm just very difficult to choke. So yeah, like I said, in my last fight, he had the full position, and then still wasn't able to finish it.
I saw that. I saw that. I was like, does he have like a esophagus that just moves out the way and go, you can carry on doing that, but it doesn't affect me? Because you were just like, is this happening? I swear to God, bro. I
was adamant he was never gonna choke me. I was adamant. I was like, I literally consciously said that to myself, like, there's no way I'm getting choked right now.
How did you celebrate that win?
Same thing I always do, to be fair. Like, nothing changes because it's that. It was family. It happened to be, which was just, again, alignment, stars align. Like I say, things happen for a reason. The first fight I had against Kevin Holland, amazing person to kind of have like I said, similar to like Perry, like the build up to, and then the clash at the end, winning the fight. But it was in Miami. All my siblings are over there, all my family over there. So, and I remember telling my sister, I was like, yeah, I got my first fight, and she, it's like getting Kevin Holland. She, oh, that's a good fight. It's and it's in Miami. She went nuts. Like, she went more nuts for the Miami thing than like the fact that it was like, got my fight and it was Kevin Holland. So it was great to just have all my siblings right there with me for afterwards, and we just do what we do. We're always, seriously, we're a bit of a whirlwind of noise and happiness when we're together. So it's literally just spending time with them, chilling.
How do your family react when you're getting hit?
It doesn't happen too often, so I think they're good.
Good answer.
But yeah, no, I think that, again, as you say, when you now know somebody, it changes how you're watching it. Because again, not only are you just wanting their safety, you want their success as well. So it means a bit more to you as well. You get a bit more nervous, and it's the same for them. They get really, really nervous and so on and so forth. I think they all say this, a similar thing, is like, when they can see me dance and enjoy myself, they're like, he's got this.
All right.
Yeah, like, he's good. He's good. He's relaxed. But yeah, again, it's always going to be hard for anybody. My mum came out as well. It's always hard for anybody that you love in that position. Seeing them having to deal with combat sports is just difficult.
Did you have much communication with Dana White?
Again, a lot of we've spoken a couple of times, and it's weird actually, and I don't know why it shocked me, because I am the same thing. As we spoke about Michael Page versus MVP, the Dana White that you see was not the Dana White that I met. Like, it really wasn't. he was so like just chill, like just mad, calm, friendly, like, yeah, man, like, so so glad you're over here, man. Congratulations for signing and da da da. And I was like talking to him, but like I'm waiting for like I'm waiting for this guy, like, and yeah, no, chill guy, really, really, really chill guy, really nice guy. And like I said, I just think it's two different sides to a coin, and he's also on show when the cameras are on. And I think I forgot that myself. So but yeah, all of my dealings come through Hunter. Hunter's my guy, man. Like, I was talking to him today. Like, we were just catching up and talking about stuff. So yeah, that's the guy that I kind of do all my dealings with, and